when revelation steps into reality. The day unfolded like any other. That was the most frightening part. Children laughed in the street. Traders argued over prices. Phones rang. News flashed. Life moved. Yet Clement felt as though he was walking through a veil, seeing through things rather than just at them. They stepped outside together. The sun was bright, but Clement felt no warmth from it. Instead, a strange heaviness rested on his spirit, as though the light itself was being rationed. "Why does everything feel normal?" Clement asked. Duro did not answer immediately. He stopped near a roadside banner announcing a political rally. Its smiling faces stretched wide with promises. "That," Duro said finally. He turned to Clement. "Revelation does not announce itself with sirens. It arrives while men are distracted." Clement remembered the words of Jesus. As it was in the days of Noah, they ate, they drank, they married, until the flood came. "So the terrible dawn," Clement said slowly, "doesn't begin with chaos?" Duro shook his head. "No, it begins with comfort." They walked on. A radio blared nearby, news of economic shifts, rumors of digital systems replacing old structures, calls for unity, peace, and global order. Clement felt a tightening in his chest. "This sounds like revelation," he whispered. "It is," Duro replied, "but not the beast yet, not the fire yet. First comes permission." Clement stopped walking. Permission for what? For men to choose convenience over conviction, for truth to become offensive, and for righteousness to be labeled extremism. Duro's voice was steady, but his eyes were burdened. "In Revelation," he continued, "the mark does not begin as a mark. It begins as a solution." Clement's heart pounded. "So the world won't wake up one day and suddenly see the Antichrist?" "No," Duro said firmly. "They will welcome him, because he will speak peace to a tired world." They passed a church building, doors open, music loud, banners promising miracles, prosperity, ease. Clement felt uneasy. "Is the church ready?" he asked. "Duro, the church is divided," he said. "Some are awake, many are entertained, and some have already compromised without realizing it." Clement felt tears sting his eyes. "So what happens between now and the end?" he asked. "What happens before the final dawn?" Duro stopped again and faced him fully. "Pressure," he said, "subtle at first, then public, then personal." He leaned closer. "You will be told to be quiet, to blend in, to reinterpret truth, to stop speaking of sin, judgment, repentance, and holiness." Clement nodded slowly. "And if I don't?" Duro's voice dropped to a, "Then you will be marked. Not on your hand or forehead first, but in your spirit." Clement swallowed. "Is there a way out?" he asked, "because revelation feels inevitable." Duro smiled gently for the first time that day. "There is a way through," he said, "and it is not hidden." He opened his Bible. "Revelation is not a book of fear," Duro continued. "It is a book of victory for those who endure." He pointed to the page. "They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death." Clement felt strength rise within him. "So the way out is not escape." "No," Duro said, "it is allegiance." "To Jesus," Clement said. "Only Jesus," Duro affirmed. "Not systems, not leaders, not safety." They stood in silence as the weight of the future settled between them. Clement finally spoke. "So chapters 9 to 12, what will they reveal?" Duro looked toward the horizon. "They will show what happens when the line is drawn," he said. "When neutrality dies, when silence becomes betrayal, when every soul must choose." Clement, then, quietly but firmly, he said, "I choose Christ." Duro nodded. "Then prepare," he replied, "because the world you know is fading, and the terrible dawn is not only about judgment, it is about separation." Clement looked again at the sky. For the first time since the night of terror, he was not afraid. He understood now. Revelation was not coming to scare him. It was coming to position him. This is Voice of Light Network. Subscribe for more. Like, comment, and share.